Like, here's my thing, Jack. These people don't respect my experience playing as the character, like, at all, when I'm the one who's playing the character how he's supposed to be played, quote unquote, because it's a game, you can do what the fuck you want. I'm playing the character at the highest level, how the game is supposed to be played, where the nerfs and checks and balances are the most impactful. But there's not a level. There is not a level where this is not the most. What I do is the most impactful. There is not a level more important when it comes to balancing than my level. I'm not saying you shouldn't keep lower level players in mind when it comes to balancing, but they are the most impactful at the level that I play. These people don't take that into account and don't respect that. But then they turn around and expect me to respect the fact that they're stuck in red rank. They can't beat a character. They just cry about it. Like, why do I have to respect that if you're not even going to sit there and even think for a millisecond? Maybe at the level he plays at, it's a bit different. The Tekken community will never be satisfied. I just look at it like, okay, I understand he's a problem to play against, especially if you haven't learned what to do. But too many people haven't even tried. They haven't even attempted. And then they're mad about something. And then they come to me as if I'm the reason they suck. And they're like, hey, man, no. Hwoarang is a problem. He's top 2. He's top 5. Like, I just wish no one will understand until they wear the same shoes. But I'm not even saying they need to, like, play the character to understand. Because people say that as an argument. They're like, oh, well, like, I see people say, well, if you played Hwoarang, you understand how hard it is. And it's like, true, but also, like, I really just feel like the fact I find so crazy is there isn't that, like, how could you not, at the very least, respect the opinion of someone who's literally playing this character at the highest level, where it's the hardest to play any character? Like, any character is hard to play. At the very least, respect that the opinion of someone who is playing at that level and the stuff they have seen and dealt with. At the very least, respect my opinion on what I have to say about the character. But I have to respect the fact that you do not try to deal with this character and just cry about him. I find that so crazy. Like, oh, but before blue ranks, it's so easy. Oh, Hwoarang players can get to Tekken King just mashing. They can get to Tekken God just mashing. But even if you take that into account, when you look at the percentage, like the statistics of those ranks around Tekken God and up, I think it is, Hwoarang has like one of the lowest win rates. So you're not listening to statistics that are in front of you. You're not listening to someone who actually plays the character, knows the ins and outs, and is telling you, yes, he's annoying, but try. I feel like that guy who was like, just buy $1 worth of Bitcoin or some shit like that. Like, just try, please. And like, here's my thing. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, above all else, if you truly hate playing against a character and you don't want to learn how to play against a character, which is your prerogative, that is your choice, you can do that if you want to. You can just one and done every Hwoarang you run into. You can block every Hwoarang you run into. You can completely ignore the character and no one is going to care. The only thing I find annoying is those same people will then come to me with their limited knowledge and complain about things. And when I tell them, listen, it's not as bad as you're making it out to be, they still complain and they're like, you're wrong. They tell me that RFS 4.3 is broken because he can jab and there's nothing I can do. What if it's the counter hit launching jab? But it isn't the counter hit launching jab. But when I tell them that, they still cry and they're like, I'm still not wrong. And I'm like, yes, you are wrong. Like, at that point, I actually just don't know what to do. I'll be so honest, bro. Like, at that point, I don't know what to do. I don't know why I am the lightning rod that has to deal with it all. You go through so much. How can I block someone in your pools? What you have to do is you have to plug out their pad mid game. Like, I'm not saying he's weak. I've never said he's weak. But like, anything you explain is simply downplaying. I'll give you a perfect example because I got this comment recently. There's a guy who comments on so many of my videos, just like, oh, here he is downplaying Hwoarang again. When it's me just, so I'll give you a perfect example. On the video where like, this was before Mayman's video, where Tekken Master made that tweet and I responded to it. That wasn't the aim of the video, by the way. I had a different video in mind, and the tweet came out. I was like, well, this is perfect. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna bring this up. He said down back 4 has no risk, right? He said down back 4 has no risk. And then I said, well, there are some characters that have a high crush punish that'll beat the flappy kicks. You can low parry it. It can be sidewalked. Obviously you block it and you wait for like the next bar and you can be heavily punished for it. Like if he does down back 4 flappies and you stay ducking, he should be heavily punished for that. That's basically all I said. Like I just said what the answers were and said that there is risk attached. And this guy was like, I'm not surprised you open up this video downplaying down back 4, the best low in the game, huh? And it's like, oh my God. Like I literally just corrected an incorrect statement. Like you can't say there's no risk attached when there is. There is risk attached, and I just and then he was like, you're downplaying, and it's like, okay. It's like, okay, right then, I suppose. Like, you give a book a counterplay to guys and they'll still complain. This is exactly why I stopped making anti-Hwoarang content, because I did this in Tekken 7. Like I made at least 2, maybe 3 videos that like tried to cover everything. And gave character specific options. There was down 3-4. There were 2 videos on down 3-4 and 1 on something else. I can't remember. And I just said to me, because before down 3-4, like if you tried to punish at the wrong time, you'd get hit by the 4 because the 4 would still be active, or flappy kicks would get you. This was before down 3-4 was nerfed. Now I used to say, well, like this is what you do. You have 14 frames, duck the down 3, wait for that to go over punch with 14 frames. If you can't do that, you know, just do a dick jab. That'll be a simple option. But a lot of characters have good full crouch options they can go to. Like Anna could launch a full crouch down forward too. Nina could do wipe the floor. I gave a bunch of options for characters, like a bunch of options for characters, different characters as well. And I said, this is how you deal with it, you know. And people still complain. I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do then? The only thing I can do is tell you how to deal with things. The same with that guy who I had recently complained about RFS 4.3. And he was like, it's a mid wall splat and I can't option select afterwards. Well, it's the exact same situation as CD3 on block. You don't complain about CD3, you complain about RFS 4.3. It's the exact same situation on block. The exact same situation on block. Like literally, it is the exact same situation on block as CD3, just without the chip damage. And I just said to him, okay, like, but if you jab, it beats every option except Hwoarang jabbing or power crushing. Because it's basic. He's like, it's +4. It's like, well, it's basically +1. Because the fastest thing you can do is his I-13 jab. So it's basically +1. It's like any other situation where a character doesn't move that puts them at +1, right? And he was like, well, I should be able to option select afterwards. As you know, the first thing he said was like, is this the counter hit launching jab? Listen to yourself. You're mad. And I was like, no, it's not. He was like, well, that changes nothing that I said. And I'm like, okay, you're just a moron. Like, because bro, he went on a whole rant about it being in the counter hit launching jab. He went on a whole rant about it. And I said, it's not. And he said, well, that changes nothing. It changes everything. It actually changes everything because you were wrong. And I hate when I tell people an option and instead of them at the very least going to check it, because why would I know anything about this game? Instead of them going to check it, they just instead are just like, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, okay, sorry, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. He's like, I deserve an option step. But like, bro, even if it was a situation where, say I did RFS 4.3 and it was +3 and the jab traded, I could then just do power crush instead. Like, it's literally how frames work in the game. Even if I do something that's minus. Do forward 4.3, please. Even if I do something that's minus, right? I forget he gets an inbuilt forward on this. I do something that's minus. If you do something too slow, I can still power crush it. If you jab, I can high crush it. Like, yes, you don't have full option selects all the fucking time. That's the game. Even if I do something minus, you don't have full option selects all the time. Unless it's like I don't know, like a, there's like, you option select a string, you option select a situation, you option select like a back turn mix or something like that. This is just a situation where Hwoarang didn't move and he's +4, basically +1. Jab to beat most of his options. Dick jab beats, if you dick jab, you beat, I don't know if Power Crush wins. This Power Crush doesn't win, it's too slow. I don't know if back 3 wins if you dick jab, but like, I'm just telling you all I can do, bro. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the options. Like, the only reason I don't think RFS 4-3 is too crazy outside of Heat, because I think the game is completely different in Heat. I think when people say things like Hwoarang becomes so good in Heat, it's like, what character doesn't? What character doesn't? But like, yeah, it's like CD3 +4, jab is the same thing. RFS 4-3, jab is the same thing. Like, it gets to a point, bro, where it's like, if you truly despise the character and you don't like the character and you don't want to play against the character, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Simply, you don't have to do that. You don't. If you're not trying to be a champion, if you're not trying to get good, if you're not trying to get to a certain level, if you don't want to sweat the game, which is completely fine. It's okay. It's all right. No one's going to be mad at you for not wanting to sweat a video game, bro. It's a video game. That's okay. If you don't want to do that, go ahead. Like, shit, I won't care. You know what's crazy? I said that to someone once recently in my comment section, and their response was, but complaining about it makes me feel good. Wait, no, there were two people who have said that. One person said, someone said like complaining about him is a lifestyle or some shit like that. Because they left a comment where they were in a video. I think it was the pool video, which had nothing to do with Hwoarang. They left a comment about Hwoarang, and I was like, no. And I was like, the things you're saying are wrong. Then they came to my chat. They're like complaining about him as a lifestyle. Had nothing to do with the video. I'm like, what the like? Why to me? Why to me? Why to me? Like, if you don't like the character, that's fine. I don't like characters. He emerged from my loins is crazy. That's insane. I think people do think I created him or something. I don't know. But like, to me, it's just like, if you don't like the character and you don't want to play against him, that's okay. If you're not going to learn, that's fine. But please, 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 don't shoot yourself in the foot and then come cry to me about it. That's the one thing I absolutely hate, bro. And at the end of the day, I think this is the thing I always find so crazy, because people are like, look at K-Wiz downplay. If I actually do downplay, if you believe what I do is downplay, if you believe my knowledge of the character is compromised and it's all downplay, why does it affect people so much? Like, I get people genuinely mad at me and commenting on so many videos and raging because of my quote-unquote downplay. People in my chat argue with me and they're like, you're wrong. Which is why I stopped arguing with people about this topic, because they can't even articulate what they feel like the problem is. They don't even know. And if you feel like what I do is downplay, why does it upset you? It's gonna connect. 2, why stick around then? You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what I'm doing, you don't have to engage with my content, and that's fine. That's okay. Oh, I can punish with this now. That's fine. That is okay. He is one of the characters with infinite pressure. Shout out to infinite pressure, infinite defense, by the way. Shout out to infinite pressure, infinite defense, by the way. Like, I just wish. It's so weird. It's like, bro, I'm sorry. I say this so many times because it genuinely just clicked to me now. But like, you don't respect my experience in playing this character in this game against the best players in the world in the highest level, where balance has the most implications. But I have to respect your opinion based on like ranked play at like Fujin or something, as to where that's where the real problem is. Like, at the very least, try and look at things from my perspective and be like, okay, but he is playing the game against people who do know the matchup and aren't complaining about the same things we are complaining about, right? Obviously, stuff like down back 4 is objectively strong, blah, 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 blah. But I can't believe people are still talking about backcash in 2025. I'm dead, you know. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Like how I mentioned down back 4 and then I did down back 4. Why the fuck did that hit me? I don't have words for that. Infinite, guys, don't forget Hwoarang back 1. It's not launch punishable. Back 1 needs to be launch punishable. Literally the worst evasive punch in the game, with the worst rewards. It's only -14. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to be the reason why. I tried to be too fancy there and I paid the price. But I do think this will truly be like the last thing I have to say on the matter, I think. Because I'll be so sorry. I feel bad for my viewers at this point. Because I must sound like a broken record. I'd counter hit and I'm dead. You could actually remove back one from his kit. I only get back one accidentally. Didn't know that was going to connect. I hate trying to jab and not letting go of block quick enough and dying for it. It's like at the end of the day, if you don't bother me with these Hwoarang complaints that are normally not legitimate, there are legitimate ones. I will not act like every single person that has something to say about Hwoarang is immediately incorrect, because that's just not true. Like, he is a strong character right now, just not top 5, not top 10, but that isn't due to, I didn't hold back, that isn't due to him being weak. That's just due to other characters just being stronger and easier, simpler, less risk associated, better matchup spreads. Oh my god, my pad's done that thing again. My pad's done that thing again. My pad's done that thing again. It's just chat. It's done that thing again. It's done that thing again. And now I'm losing 1,500 points, chat, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's done that thing again. And now I'm gonna lose 1,500 points and there's nothing I can do about it. This is the worst day of my life. Like, unless I can somehow play with keyboards. It's not the pad, it's the game. Doesn't matter about another pad, it's the game. The game randomly just does this to me, bro. The game just randomly does this to me, bro. Chat, shall I learn? I'm gonna have to learn keyboard on the fly, chat. What am I? Okay. Okay, WASD is my, okay. WASD movement controls. Let's see, what's, okay, that's 3. 1, 2. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4, chat. Here we go. Oh god. Oh my god. Can I do down 3, 4? Okay. I thought that was a jab. Chat, I need to do, if I do skyrocket, I'm the GOAT right now, by the way. I actually, chat, this is so, what's going on, man? How do I tech roll? Okay. I didn't duck. I meant to jab. Oh fuck, that wasn't 3. I tried to do back 3. Bro, where's 1? This game is shit, bro. All right, now I have to ult F4, by the way. Now I have to ult F4 because I can't use my, well, I can use the controls to close the game. Sorry, Grant, I have to leave. Man, this game, like I have to deal with this game being shit so much, and then I also have to deal with, and like the game, like whenever this happens, for some reason my game stops responding. I can't even close it. I have to control alt. I have to task manager to close it when this shit happens, bro. I have to task manage it when this happens, bro. So not only do I have to deal with this game being shit, I also have to deal with people being mad at me for my character. Like, if you don't like the character, that's fine. Live your life. You go, queen. I won't be mad at you. Just like, leave me out of it? Question? Chat, maybe that was a sign to stop playing the game, actually. Chat, should I start play? I want to start playing Hwoarang. I want to play the game for like at least an hour and a half. I don't know why that was such a specific time frame. But yeah, to round off this segment of the stream, this little rant I did here, please, like, if we want to add a conclusion, a little appendix, at the end of the day, Hwoarang is a difficult character to play against. Yes, he's strong. Yes, he's annoying. Yes. True. A lot of the things people complain about strength wise are just not true. It does have counterplay. There are some things people complain about that are like I hate when people say like down back 4 is the only low that you punish like this. It's just not true. It's just not true. It's not true. You know? But like, yes, down back 4 is strong, but please get your facts straight, please. This is all I want. You know? Which is why I've also said like I've completely like now, like if someone's, because again, I've said this before, a reason why I found it so jarring, and I'll actually pull up the videos a bit, just so people get like a full understanding. I don't think it's happened. So I think the thing that proper like inspired me at this point is like, so if you look at, there was like a string of videos like here, right? It was like EU's best Brian up to Pool flying under the radar. It's like on at least, I think actually the Lily Players one as well. Actually, no, like, yeah, pretty much all these videos actually. People were just like be really mad about Hwoarang in the comment section, like randomly, especially this one. People really took this statement. I think Paul is flying under the radar right now. People really took that statement very personally. And like, Paul is the most honest, Hwoarang is the most mashy, your shit, da 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 da. And I was like, oh, okay. And like, yeah, the reason why I've completely like stopped, like I like to be active in my comment section. So like when I see stuff like this, like I go through my comments, I'm like, okay, like, you know, let's try and change an opinion today. It's never gonna work, bro. It's never gonna work. It was one of these videos where there was a guy, he was like, the guy I was talking about who's complaining about RFS 4.3, and I was like, just jab, you beat most of his options. And he was like, the 10 frame counter hit launching jab, you're stupid. And I was like, no, it's not that jab. He was like, well, that changes nothing that you said. And it's like, it changes everything, bro. Because instead of checking what I said, you still sat there and complained and blah, 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 blah. Like, so yeah, I'll no longer be like, be trying to like do that anymore. Like, I can't respond to those comments. If people were like, he's broken, just a thumbs up, just a smile and wave from now on, bro. Yeah, he doesn't have the 10 frame jab from RFS 4.3, but he just assumed instead of actually knowing, because they never actually know what it is that they're talking about. There's no honest character in Tekken. Oh, 100%. 100%. There is no honest character in Tekken right now. There hasn't been for quite some time. And Tekken 8 Season 2, boy, you know? But like, yeah, I don't know why everyone has had their pitch out, walks out for Hwoarang and for me, you know? They don't like the character, you don't have to play against him, that's fine. That's fine, no one's gonna care. Just don't shoot yourself in the foot and cry to me about it. I literally had someone who was like, why do I have to lab? I said, you don't have to. Just, but also please don't complain if you're not gonna lab. He said, I like complaining or some shit. It's like, bro. Oh man. I'm gonna play Wu Chang.